Oh, that's our only other power? Oh, I have big zip strips, so maybe throw a couple more.
I've got cords too. Should I bring it around behind the piano?
Wherever you wish. I think we should have like the dancer here because we're over this way here. Bring us.
Put some on this.
Oh, there's some. Put that. Brain has similarities in the 5 waves going over. So here, so this is on my left side. Here we go. I'm gonna leave it on. We need to see the blue dongle, the thing going like this. I'll pop it up and then you grab the ear thing and put it on. 1, 2, 3, go.
I can't see anything.
Still blue, still blue, still blue. Right on there 4. Oh shit. There you are, back.
Okay.
This is so temperamental. Now we're reading Kat's emotions. And Kat will wear this for a week. She wants to do a project for a grant proposal. We've got projects to ship off to Poland, to Berlin, to Venice with this thing also. These things have become like proof of concept type things. These, Chris is an ex-Stony Brook student. Farjad is also. So what we do here is actually look to try out people's ideas even if they're partially fleshed in. So Kat brought in her music. She wanted to do something with the cap. We should try Eric's Neuroflesh thing on Kat Farjad too. That could be cool. So we try and document this and then ask for grant money to do the rest. Chris again, right? Will. And Jay's in that same boat, I guess. We're all proof of concept in this big, beautiful, this is one of the most gorgeous like spaces in New York, I swear to you. And so we got about 3 hours and we'll try out the software. I'll come around trying to see what objectives you have and want. Chris, Jay, Jacqui, and so forth. And if you have ideas of what you want to try from seeing the software, let us know. Rock and roll, let's get this. So Kat, if you could keep wearing that cap and plug in these projectile voices. We have a keyboard. There's no way of getting dual conjunctions on that. You gonna read T.S. Eliot, Chris? No.
You want Asian for this?
Something more dissonant, more microtone.
I should get the silver flute for that.
Is this working here, Jay? Still?
I'm not Prince Hamlet nor was meant to be. I'm an attendant lord, one that will do to swell up a breath, start a scene or two. Advise the prince, no doubt an easy tool.
Bring it up a little bit, Jay. Chris, listen to your zones here are playing microtones.
So it moves that way, so you move that way, you know.
Bend and contort the face. Looks good.
Now look you now, how unworthy a thing you make of me. You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my couplets. And there is much music, excellent voice in this little organ. Then cannot you make it speaks blood? Do you think me easier to be played upon than a pipe? I am not Prince Hamlet, though was meant to be. I am an attendant lord. Yet cannot you make it speak? It's blood. Do you think me easier to be played on than a pipe? Generations and generations are here before you. And if I may speak for them, we are tired of waiting. There's no bud that grows in our soil. Our women are barren, and Ares, the god of destruction, is free to wreak havoc upon our nation. We look to you to save us. Oedipus, you presume. We'll try you like this also. Oh, now you're off it.
Before technology, and as he or she discovers it, she learns to interact with it. And I'm going to be using a Connect Max MSP patch that has a dancer's avatar delayed, and then so we move into the second piece where the dancer is interacting with the delayed avatar, and then the third piece is, or the third part of the piece will include a dancer with the avatar is going to be pre-recorded, and we'll be moving ahead of the dancer, and the dancer's trying to keep up with its own avatar or with its own technology. So it's kind of a piece that's a statement on how technology grows to work with us, and then it eventually may separate from us. We need to catch up to it.
Far on. Now fortunately I've got hot off the press by Pulsing Dennis, a avatar here. Maybe I'll quit out of this program. Right, this one was built in processing, a little more difficult. Just move around, play with this avatar here.
Okay.
As we did before, Kat, like upstage, downstage. That is Eric Engerund's program. It shoots film in the middle. It shoots. Farja, hit another bag of lights.
Kat, if you could step one to the. Oh, never mind. Lights are changing. Yeah, no, my lights are changing. Try to get the lighting set. Nope, not.
Try and react with this image here, cat,
Okay.
much as you would illustrate the idea.
Okay. And eventually I'd like to find somebody that could manipulate the delay time.
So your preference, and he has made this, where we can actually have a split off, like in 20 seconds, that avatar and back, you can speak to Eric, suddenly becomes another app, becomes a separate entity, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
So it could either be pre-recorded or it could become someone else's avatar. But
Okay, how would you proceed on that?
well, I had the idea of having someone pre-record that section, so that would have to eventually my avatar would disappear in a pre-recorded one, and then I would be trying to mimic the avatar instead of the avatar mimicking my movements.
Okay.
Yeah, reversing the role. Exactly. And I have the music with me, so I could play. I guess it would go from the beginning. I could kind of just explain.
Is this your own composition?
No, it's a friend of mine.
Oh, cool.
Has composed it for this. So the beginning starts with the dancer entering the stage. There's going to be movements, sort of slow, sort of toil of mechanical movements until they discover technology, or which is the avatar. So there should be 3 to 4 dancers entering the stage at this time and moving across. sort of the ambient piece, except it's a lot darker. Because I think it's kind of a scary idea to have technology.
So ideally, are these going to be projected over the, like Chunky Move, are they going to be projected over the top of?
I was thinking I'd be interacting, or the dancers interacting with the screen.
Let me just see, this might be too much, but...
Are you talking about shadow-wise? Like the projector's going to be on the top projected down so they don't collect her shadows? Or are you talking about...
Well, I got a let me see if Paul St. Dennis...
The problem is when the projectors are in front of you, it picks up your shadow behind you.
Yeah.
So you need to have the sky, like the projectors up there.
Okay. Something to think about.
Let's see if I can do it. Processing...
They have... And you want 6 compute, like for each computer have their own separate, like each person have their own computer so that way they could each have their own image, or you want all images to be mapped by the same person.
Oh yeah.
This is what you want, right?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Oh my god, he's the one that keeps on breaking the freaking connection. I'd put it down a little bit, Phil, because it's kind of...
That's pretty wild. Well, this is supposed to be designed with a black background. Uh-oh, recalibrate that. You're on. So Ellen, this is a black, blue guys, 20-second behind me. Where you at? This is made processing. Got some film. Cat, this looks great, man. That's oh, look at that. Look at that stretch. Oh, that's wild. Oh, look at that. It's really anthropomorphic.